Last night here on OH Report, the Mansfield Christian boys basketball team easily beat Lucas. And today, the Flames girls team will look to make it a weekend double over the Cubs as we near the conclusion of the regular season, with both teams getting ready for their tournament runs in a few weeks. It's girls high school basketball as Lucas hosts Mansfield Christian live and free on OH Report, the future of local sports.
I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into the Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
What are we doing? Blue 41, hut. Jory, I said you have to use your back. You back up into him, then you open up the lane. It's a new technique that we're using.
Yes, coach. Do it again. Ain't no way I'm doing that again.
Berardi, get in here and show them how it's done.
Yes, coach.
Well, I think the first thing I would say to recommend this school is that it's affordable and flexible. And then the program itself, I would say that it has a very diverse, broad spectrum of fieldwork and career opportunities. I think the thing that prepared me the most was having that on-site directed practice, so I could actually be in an agency working with real people. And there's a ever-growing need for social work, especially in our community here.
For over 12 years, you've trusted Scout Construction for quality building and remodeling. Now we're proud to offer expert excavation services to start your project off right. You see what we build, now see the way we dig. Experience the Scout Construction difference. Call or email us today for a free quote and let us break ground together.
At Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers, we believe successful financial planning comes with your complete understanding as a client. That's why our financial advisors are passionate about our core value of having the heart of a teacher. When you have complete and total understanding of your financial picture and your financial future, you have more confidence as a client.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story, and those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere on your schedule, and it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
afternoon from Lucas, Ohio. Welcome to the Central Star Home Health pregame show here on OH Report, along with Desmond Lawrence on camera and Adam Thompson, our technical director. I'm Keith Kokinda. Glad you could join us here on OH Report for girls high school basketball. You see the matchup there, Mansfield Christian and Lucas going at it here in a Mid-Buckeye Conference matchup on the Central Star Home Health pregame show. We'll take a look first at the Mansfield Christian Flames, who have been on a roll late, although they lost their last couple of games, looking to bounce back. There you see a look at Megan Young's team and how they've done this season. They've been very good on the road, 4 wins in 6 away trips from Mansfield this season. They had been on a 6-game winning streak, which had started back on December 20th when they beat Lucas on their own floor, but then lost their last 2 following that. And they love to jump out to an early lead in games. They've done that quite frequently, scoring most of their points in the first halves of games. You see their team getting ready here in their pregame warmups. Our key player, our player to spotlight here for Mansfield Christian is senior guard Zy'Eir Davis. You see her numbers there. Also one of the best in the Mid-Buckeye Conference in steals. So she's been battling a little bit of an illness bug recently, but she is good to go for today. And there is the senior, averaging almost, as you saw, almost 13 points a game, 42 assists on the year, both those near the top of the Mansfield, of the Mid-Buckeye Conference chart. The Lucas Cubs, been a up and down season for the orange and black as we take a look at their team spotlight here on the Central Star Home Health pregame show. But they've been very good at home, 4 from 5 here in the Cub Cave, coming off a win, a comprehensive win just a couple days ago against Plymouth, 45-25. You see there, Jamie Grover looking to get his team on track, her team, I should say, on track for as we get ready for the turnaround. And our players spotlight will be a sophomore, Riley Trumpower, leading the league in scoring, second in scoring, leading the league in rebounding as well. A double-double every game, as you can see from her numbers there. And she's the younger of the Trumpower sisters. Her older sister Morgan plays on the team as well. And this is a team that's not afraid to go 7, 8, 9 deep on their bench. About 8 players have played in all 16 games that they've played. Mansfield Christian, long layup. It's been almost a week and a half since they last played. Thanks to Snowmageddon 2026, they last played on January 22nd, a loss at Mohawk, 58-46. We will take a break here for the Star Spangled Banner and then get to the starting lineups live and free on OH Report.
I'm an adult learner, so I had to balance my work and my school. And the fact that NC State has online classes, hybrid classes, especially the instructors are very flexible with allowing you time to get all your work in.
Welcome back to the Central Star Home Health Pregame Show here on OH Report. I'm Keith Kokinda. There's your matchup again. Mansfield Christian taking on Lucas. Again, Mansfield Christian haven't played for over a week, and we'll take a look at their keys to victory, the visiting team. And first, they win the first quarter, and that's been a big thing for them. Also, converting defense into offense. Their big advantage with Zy'Eir Davis, in particular on defense, getting all those steals. That'll be important for the Lady Flames to use that to their advantage. For the keys to victory for the homestanding Lucas Cubs, they were going to won 4 from 5 at home. Keep the first half close. Again, this Mansfield Christian team gets out to early leads and usually holds them. And I mentioned Zy'Eir Davis with her steals. You got to limit those turnovers, not give them extra possessions and extra opportunities. As you see the Cubs being introduced, that was Riley Trumpower, who was on our pregame spotlight, followed by Shiloh Walter, also a sophomore. It's a very young team for Lucas, only 3 seniors, and only one of them starts, Katie Griffey. They see Grace Green, another sophomore. 3 sophomore starters for Lucas. And you see Emma Brown, the junior, and the only senior starting again, Katie Griffey, whose younger sister, Faith, is a freshman for Mansfield Christian tonight. Starters for Mansfield Christian are Bella Young, Brooklyn Ryder, both sophomores. The first senior, Zy'Eir Davis. Also, Morgan Beasley, a junior, stepping in, starting in place of Adele Kramer. And also Bailey Nelson, a junior, is a big presence on the offensive glass. And she will be the one jumping it up against Riley Trumpower, the sophomore. He's also averaging almost 4 assists a game. Trumpower had a big game when these two teams met on December 20th. 9 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists. And it'll be the Cubs with it first. And this is Emma Brown trying to go right to the hoop. The putback from Grace Green won't go, but a foul is whistled up. So first foul, because you just went out of bounds is what happened. So it'll still be Trumpower out here. Now it's Grace Green. Katie Griffey, senior, averaging just over 9 points a game. Gets a screen from Green. Wants to go cross court, but it gets away. There's one of those turnovers we talked about. There's 24 seconds played. And here is Zy'Eir Davis. Zy'Eir, Z-Y''EIR. And it'll be Brooke Nelson hoisting it up. Offensive rebound is put back. Bella Young with the first field goal. Long throw up ahead, all the way ahead of the pack, but not able to get the basket was Shiloh Walter, and then she draws the foul. There'll be 2 early free throws for Lucas. And this will be Shiloh Walter. She gets the first one. Looking to put the Cubs back on level terms. Can't make it, though. And it's Bailey Nelson with the rebound. Gives out to Brooklyn Ryder, one of those sophomores. In the Flames have a lot of younger players who contribute, even though they're a bit more experienced. Kramer and Davis, both senior starters. And the steal and a great save by Katie Griffey, but it's kept in play by Morgan Beasley, junior. Here's Ryder. Ryder, a little too tight an angle. A putback by Young won't go. Ryder, a second bite of the cherry. A 3 points lead now here for the Flames, who get the steal. There's what we're talking about. It's Morgan Beasley ahead of the crowd. Nice hesitation, but can't finish. And it's going to be Trumpower going against Nelson. Trumpower can't get it to go. And we have an injured player back behind the play. That was Bella Young, the sophomore. As one of the 2 baskets, as one of our she hit her head, so she'll have to get checked out. We'll take another look at it here on the Ohio Valley Manufacturing replay. It's Pinhook Meats is our replay sponsor. So Adele Kramer, also senior, averaging 7 and 7 on the season, actually almost 8 rebounds per game to lead the Flames. The number 14 is in as the Cubs put on a little bit of pressure here. And there's a steal. Shiloh Walter gets it to Katie Griffey. Ahead for Riley Trumpower, the sophomore, a little too strong off the glass. Griffey, offensive rebound in front of Nelson, but can't get it to fall. And finally, it's Morgan Beasley gets tied up. A timeout was called there. Good thinking there on the offensive rebound as we get another look at it on the Pinhook Meats replay. Beasley had Griffey right on top of her, and the timeout was called by Mansfield Christian, who have the early lead here. Mansfield Christian have been dominant in this series. They've won 5 of the last 6 against the Cubs, including the last 2 here played in the Cub Cave. Last time the Cubs beat the Flames on their home floor was 3 years and 10 days ago, January 21st, 2023, when the Cubs won 49-46 here against Mansfield Christian. Here's Davis. Davis has it taken away from her by Shiloh Walter. Now it's Ryder. Finds her way through the double team to get it to Davis. To the backside for Nelson, but a little bit too strong for her. And away go the Cubs the other way. Long pass at Trumpower. Her first basket. And the first field goal of the game for the Cubs, who cut the lead to 1. Here's Adele Kramer, the substitute, was projected to be the starter at first, but Beasley went in. Beasley actually took a little knock in the JV game, but is back up and running. And a nice move to the basket by Adele Kramer, setting fire to the rain for the Flames. Back to a 3-point lead. Pass at Trumpower behind that defense. Lays it in for her second basket in as many trips. Davis finds Ryder. Cutting to the basket, stepping in the way with Shiloh Walter to interrupt that pass from Bailey Nelson. Cubs will make their first substitution. Olivia Strassel, a freshman, comes in. Grace Green will take a seat. Inbound pass. Kramer able to put in her second hoop. Back to a 3-point lead for the Flames. Trumpower able to maintain the dribble, gets it to Strassel. Going around Nelson, the reverse, a little too strong. Nelson is there for the rebound. And then draws the foul as well. Nelson averaging 6.5 rebounds a game. Actually, it's a hell ball. So the Flames will indeed keep it off of Nelson's rebound. 3.5 minutes in. Bella Young returns for Mansfield Christian. Brooklyn Ryder, or check that, Morgan Beasley will sit down. Bella with a field goal early in this game. In fact, first field goal for Mansfield Christian. Davis finds Kramer. Nelson, the 3 won't go. Offensive rebound. Adele Kramer can't finish. Put back in Ryder. Can't get it to go either. 3 opportunities for the Flames to stretch their lead, and they couldn't do it. Trumpower over Nelson, well short. She influenced the shot, and Davis with the rebound. Pass ahead. Nice little move. Brooklyn Ryder from Adele Kramer. Ryder and Kramer each with 4 points now. And right back the other way, it's Katie Griffey. Cubs back within 3. That brief 5 points lead was the biggest of the game for Mansfield Christian, yet to trail as we go into the second half of this first quarter. Nice little give and go with Davis and Kramer. Kramer now with 6 points. Kramer came in averaging just over 7 points a game and almost 8 rebounds a game, as I mentioned, as Katie Griffey will take a seat. Kenley Brenner, another freshman, will step in. Looks like Brenner's going to be matched up against Bailey Nelson as Mansfield Christian's going to turn up the pressure here. Riley Trumpower gets it ahead to Emma Brown, who gets taken down with a vengeance. And Bella Young gets called for the foul. Second foul called against Mansfield Christian. They get it inbounds to Brenner. Brenner finds Brown. Back to Strauss for Walker. Can't get the three to go. Couple of chances there for Brenner. Can't get it to fall. Emma Brown with another opportunity, and the Lady Cubs keep possession. Riley Trumpower. Now it's Strauss, the freshman. Nice baseline pass to find Brown. Too tight an angle, though. Nelson had the rebound, but lost it out of bounds. The Lucas boys team, again, were soundly beaten last night here by Mansfield Christian, is here to our left on the stage, standing and supporting their girls' counterparts. Spinning move by Brenner. It won't go, and here come the Flames the other way. Nice pass ahead to Young by Davis, but she can't finish. And a hell ball as Young and Brown battle for the loose ball off the rebound as we get another look at it on the Pinhook Meats replay. Brown had it briefly, but Young was able to get a hand in there and force the tie. Here's a three-pointer, won't go. Offensive rebound, defensive rebound. Brooklyn Ryder loses the handle on the dribble and is called for it. And the turnover gives the ball back to the Cubs. And this 5 points lead, biggest of the game. Grace Green back into the game, replacing Emma Brown. She'll put the ball in play in front of the Flames bench. Here's Walter. Griffey looking inside. Brenner was trying to post up down low. Now they get it down inside. Trumpower can't handle it. It's taken away from her by Brooklyn Ryder. Here's Kramer, leading scorer with 6 points. Has it taken away. And here go the Cubs the other way with Walter. Ahead to Riley Trumpower. Davis gets back quickly on defense and forces an errant shot and then gets the rebound. And then she spots Adele Kramer ahead of the pack and puts it in. She has 8 points. Great vision by Zy'Eir Davis. And that'll bring a timeout from Jamie Grover as the Flames have their biggest lead of the game, doubling up on the Cubs as we enter the last 2 minutes of this first quarter. Remember, we'll have lots of tournament coverage for both the boys and girls here, live and free on OH Report, as well as our partnership with the NFHS Network. Very grateful to have them be part of their coverage of high school sports across the country. Shot, the Flames have it, getting out quickly. Davis, Del Kramer's ahead of the pack as Davis lost the ball, grabbed by Ryder. Her pass is stolen, and finally the Cubs come away with it, trailing by a touchdown. Here's we enter the last minute, and Zy'Eir Davis with a steal. That's what she does best, steal and convert the defense to offense, stretching the Flames' lead to 9. Trumpower with 4 points. Griffey looking around. Goes wide for Walter, averaging just over 5 points a game. Baseline drive, put up and short. The offensive rebound put back by Kenley Brenner for her first points of the game. Long pass ahead for Brooklyn Ryder, looking inside, looking for some help, not getting it. Finally tried to get it down low for Bella Young, but she kicked it away to give the ball back to the Cubs, who will send Emma Brown back into the game. Shiloh Walters sits down. We go into the final half minute of this first quarter. Bit of a slow start, but it's heated up considerably here now. Brown swings it wide for Griffey, who tries a three, well off the mark. Beasley able to claim the rebound for Mansfield Christian. Ahead for Kramer. Kramer for Bella Young, sophomore with a basket already in this quarter. The first one of the game, goes to the hoop, will go draw the foul. Trumpower with her first foul. And the first one on Lucas as well. Oh, Bella Young will get 2 free throws here. It gives her 3 points. Young shooting just over 54% from the free throw line, gets them both to go. She now has 4. As does Brooklyn Ryder, and Adele Kramer with 8. Into the last few seconds, wild shot over the top, and Flames will have one last possession. Adele Kramer will just hold it and kill off the last second and a half, but a 9 points lead for the Mansfield Christian Flames, their biggest of the game. After one period, leading the Lucas Cubs 18-9. And again, with Adele Kramer leading the way, 8 points.
I'm an adult learner, so I had to balance my work and my school. And the fact that NC State has online classes, hybrid classes, especially the instructors are very flexible with allowing you time to get all your work in.
Back to the Cub Cave at Lucas School. I'm Adam Thompson. Pass inside, the shot by Adele Kramer is off the market. It's Katie Griffey with the rebound for Lucas. Here's Riley Trumpower, 4 points in that first quarter. Can't add to it. Kramer with the rebound. Adele Kramer been dominating on both sides. Zy'Eir Davis can't hit the mid-range. And Strasser, the freshman, claims the rebound for Lucas as the Flames stay up front, try to put a little pressure on. Emma Brown the other way for Lucas. Brown averaging just over 7 a game. It hasn't scored yet. In the corner, the three-pointer by Walter won't go. Trumpower gets the rebound. Now it's Griffey in the low post, surrounded by 3 shirts. It's blocked by Kramer. Puts the help, gets the basket and the foul. Katie Griffey. She now has 4 points, and we'll look for 5 at the free throw line. Bailey Nelson will return. First foul of the second quarter. So Katie Griffey, averaging just over 9 points and 6.5 rebounds a game, converts the 3-point play. She leads the Cubs now with 5 points, cutting the Mansfield Christian lead to 6. Zy'Eir Davis. A little bit of a matchup zone up front. Davis trying to get by Strassel. Does. A little too strong off the glass. And Griffey gets tied up with Davis, and the hell ball will stay with the Cubs. Davis will stay up front, put a little pressure on it. Strassel gets it to Trumpower. And Riley, the younger of the Trumpower sisters, ahead for Griffey. Griffey finding Emma Brown in the corner. The 3 won't go. And the rebound grabbed by Morgan Beasley. Ahead for Adele Kramer. Now here's Brooke Nelson. Finds Davis on the backside. Terrific assist from Nelson, and a great work by Zy'Eir Davis to find the open space on the back and the weak side. Trumpower to Griffey in the low post. Can't get it to go. The rebound off the hands of Lucas. Kenley Brenner will return for the Cubs. As will, and also for the first time, Morgan Trumpower, I just mentioned, the elder of the Trumpower sisters, wearing the number 13. And so Christian led by as many as 9. The lead is now 8. Davis, Kramer with a nice fake to go to the hoop. Can't get the finish. And then it's Morgan Beasley who gets fouled. We'll go to the free throw line. Morgan Trumpower gets called for the foul. That's her first. And the first one against Lucas in this quarter. And Morgan Beasley, a junior. Can't get the bank shot to go. Only her 5th free throw attempt of the season. She is 2 for 5 now. Only her 8th appearance for the Flames. High arching shot, still can't get it to go. And the Cubs go the other way with Riley Trumpower. Try to get through a double team, and Zy'Eir Davis got called for the foul there. That's her first, second one on Mansfield Christian. Trumpower with 4 points. Both her baskets came in the first quarter. Gets it into Kenley Brent. Outside, another 3-pointer. Still won't go. Another chance for the Cubs, though, but the pass goes off of Adele Kramer out of bounds. So Trumpower will inbound on the baseline. Took a look at her older sister there instead. Gets it into Brenner. Now it's Morgan Trumpower to her younger sister Riley. Can't get it to go. And the rebound grabbed by the Flames, Brooklyn Ryder. Long pass ahead, Zy'Eir Davis. And Davis finishes her second field goal of this quarter. Biggest lead for Mansfield Christian at 10 points. An offensive foul called against Emma Brown. And she's in a little bit of discomfort down there on the floor. Took a hard fall. Played just short of 3 minutes. Grace Green returns for the Cubs. It'll be Emma Brown sits down after that foul, as will Kenley Brenner. Shiloh Walter also back in for Lucas in the white jerseys. Mansfield Christian in the red. Bailey Nelson looked across at Adele Kramer. Instead will hold on. Now it's Bella Young in the corner, the sophomore from the baseline, well short. And the rebound claimed by Grace Green. Davis looking for that steal. Gets her hands in and gets another hell ball. Excellent work by the senior guard. Here's Davis going up against Green. Bella Young, the sophomore, and timeout called by Mansfield Christian coach Megan Young with a 10 points lead. it's already a third time out of this half for the Flames. Each team with 2 fouls. And again, Bella Young with 4 points, Brooklyn Ryder with 4, Zy'Eir Davis with 4, all those coming here in the second quarter. Adele Kramer had 8 in the first quarter, yet to score here in the second. Katie Griffey leading the way, she has 5. Riley Trumpower with 4, Kenley Brenner and Kenley Brenner also with 2 points, unofficial stats, of course. You can get a look at coach of the Flames down on the far side, Megan Young, giving instructions to her team with this 10 points lead. Again, they're looking pretty good for a team that hasn't played in a week and a half. Again, their last game was on January 22nd when they lost at Mohawk. One of only 2 road losses the Flames have this season. The Cub Cave has been a bit of a fortress for Lucas. They've won 4 of 5 here on their home floor. Bella Young looking back at Davis, instead goes high post for Ryder. Now Nelson looking to come inside. Trumpower knocked it away, but it went to Brooklyn Ryder, but couldn't finish. Morgan Beasley with the rebound. Young looking to go baseline, and the pass is stolen by Katie Griffey. Griffey gets by Davis. Griffey looks like she's going to take a coast-to-coast herself with a spinning move, but walked. Good defense by Morgan Beasley to get in the way of force her to change direction and move both feet at the same time as we reach the halfway point of this second quarter. Mansfield Christian in red with a 10 points lead, their biggest of the game. Long pass set from Davis to Nelson to the backside, and finishing is Morgan Beasley, getting her first basket of the game. And the Flames have doubled up again with their biggest lead. Ahead for Grace Green, and she got fouled. Foul's going to be called on Bella Young. That's her second. That's a third foul on Mansfield Christian this quarter. Long pass ahead is over the head of the freshman Olivia Strassel, and that'll give the ball back to Mansfield Christian. Emma Brown returns for Lucas, and Shiloh Walter will go back to the bench for Jamie Grover's team. And Green up there, putting on a little token pressure on Zy'Eir Davis. Gets it to Ryder. Ryder didn't know whether to stick or twist there, but the ball does find Bella Young, and the sophomore can't get it to go. Katie Griffey, another rebound for Lucas. Griffey ahead for Strassel, trying to go to the low post for Green, and another held ball, and the Cubs will keep it. And Kenley Brenner, freshman, will return for Lucas, and it'll be Grace Green, or should I say Katie Griffey, to sit down. She's been terrific so far in this game. Green will inbound, gets it to Riley Trumpower, back out to Green. Trumpower again. Here's a three-pointer, Emma Brown! First 3 of the game, and it's Emma Brown who gets it. That cuts the lead to 9. Nelson wasn't expecting that pass from Zy'Eir Davis. And here's Riley Trumpower comes away. Davis is one of those players you have to expect the ball every time she has in her hands because it can go anywhere. Her court vision is terrific. Grace Green has it poked away for her, and Nelson comes away with it. They get it ahead to Ryder, who created that steal. Ahead for Davis, and her shot is blocked by Kenley Brenner. And again, Davis's court vision is terrific. She got way up there ahead of the pack, but good recovery by Brenner to get the blocked shot. Out of the corner, it's Bella Young, and the rebound grabbed by Brenner. Riley Trumpower going against Davis. That's the matchup of the night, or the day. Shot well short, though, and Morgan Beasley gets the rebound and then draws a foul. And that foul's going to go against Emma Brown. It's her second and the third on the Cubs in this quarter. In the NFHS and OHSAA adopting the rule of the fouls resetting after the quarter breaks like they do in the NCAA. Adele Kramer returns. Bailey Nelson will sit down for Mansfield Christian. Kramer leading all scorers with 8 points, all of them coming in the first quarter. Davis facing a bit of a matchup zone as Strassel and Green set up shop to take her out so she crosses the halfway line, but a good pass finds Bella Young, but she has it taken away, and it's Grace Green trying to go coast to coast. Can't get the shot away. Davis got back, but it's put back in. Emma Brown now has 5 points. Joint leader with Katie Griffey for the Cubs. Nice fake by Adele Kramer, but the shot, not a good one. Rushed a little bit. Long pass ahead, finds Riley Trumpower. Davis getting back, and Trumpower will try the mid-range jumper. It won't go. Kenley Brenner with the rebound. Emma Brown. Trumpower and a pass from Strassel. The three won't go. And the rebound grabbed by Brooklyn Ryder. Ryder going with Morgan Beasley. Passed it to Beasley. Taken away by Strassel. Bailey Nelson returns. Zy'Eir Davis will get a well-deserved break. Davis with 4 points. Both of the field goals coming here in the second quarter. An outstanding defense as well. Get it into Young, the sophomore. Ryder trying to post up down low, going against Kenley Brenner. Kramer finds Ryder. Ryder going past Brenner and finishes off the glass. Ryder with 6 points now, her first field goal of this quarter, stretching the Flames lead to 9. Trumpower, Strassel going into the low post. Brenner, or I should say, Kenley Brenner couldn't handle it. Last minute of the quarter coming up. Shiloh Walter and Morgan Trumpower will return for the Cubs for this last 62 seconds of this first half. Here's Kramer with 8 points. Bella Young, she has 4. Kramer again. Young looking down low at Brooklyn Ryder in the low post, who has it now, trying to go against Brenner. Pass for Beasley. She can't hang on to it, and she couldn't save it in bounds either. Good effort by the junior, but couldn't quite bring it in. And so it will most likely be one final possession here for the Cubs. Down by 9. They trail by as many as 12. Morgan Trumpower. Katie Griffey is back into the game. Brenner sitting up in the high post. And a foul called against Adele Kramer. That'll be her first. 4th one against Mansfield Christian. Leah Case, a junior, comes in for the first time. Now wearing the number 11 in white for Lucas. Here's Riley Trumpower, 30 seconds to go. Riley Trumpower hasn't scored in this second quarter. She gets by a couple defenders, puts up a wild shot, but Bailey Nelson commits the foul. That's her first, and they'll put Trumpower at the line for the first time today. She can score and she can dish. 12.5 points, 10 rebounds, and almost 4 assists per game for the sophomore, who sticks the first free throw. That gives her 5. Her, Brown, and Griffey all with 5 points each. Another high arcing shot, but she makes it to give her 6 to lead the Cubs scorers. She'll put on a little token pressure as Adele Kramer will bring it ahead. Kramer for Young. Return pass for Kramer, posting up as Ryder alone in the lane, and Ryder can't finish. She had it there, and then Bella Young will get a couple of free throw attempts again as she was fouled. Riley Trumpower called for it. That's her second. Young back at the line. He has 4 points, made both of her free throws that she had in the first quarter. A little bit of a shot put motion, but she makes it. She's 3 for 3 at the line. Grace Green returns for Lucas as Riley Trumpower will sit down for the first time today. Don't want to risk getting that third foul here in the last 9 3/10 seconds of this first half. Young 4 for 4 at the line. 6 points for the sophomore. Man, Lucas will keep that off the steal attempt by Young. Grace Green with Shiloh Walter. Walter with 4 seconds. Into the corner. It's Morgan Trumpower, puts up the last second shot. It won't go, but Mansfield Christian in firm control of this. They led by as many as 12. They take a 9 points lead to the break. Back with some stats. And the second half, girls high school basketball, live and free on OH Report, the future of local sports.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
What are we doing? Blue 41, hut. Jory, I said you have to use your back. You back up into him, then you open up the lane. It's a new technique that we're using.
Yes, coach. Do it again? Again. Ain't no way I'm doing that again.
Berardi, get in here and show them how it's done.
Yes, coach.
Well, I think the first thing I would say to recommend this school is that it's affordable and flexible. And then the program itself, I would say that it has a very diverse, broad spectrum of fieldwork and career opportunities. I think the thing that prepared me the most was having that on-site directed practice, so I could actually be in an agency working with real people. And there's a ever-growing need for social work, especially in our community here.
For over 12 years, you've trusted Scout Construction for quality building and remodeling. Now we're proud to offer expert excavation services to start your project off right. You've seen what we build, now see the way we dig. Experience the Scout Construction difference. Call or email us today for a free quote and let us break ground together.
At Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers, we believe successful financial planning comes with your complete understanding as a client. That's why our financial advisors are passionate about our core value of having the heart of a teacher. When you have complete and total understanding of your financial picture and your financial future, you have more confidence as a client.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story, and those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere, on your schedule. And it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
Live and free girls basketball from the Cub Cave. Mansfield Christian up on the Cubs, 28-19. Today's game brought to you by Central Star Home Health. When you wish upon a star, care will come to where you are. Ohio Valley Manufacturing, heavy gauge stamping and precision blanking services, and they're hiring now. Pinhook Meats, custom beef and hog processing, located in Lucas, Ohio, with sandwiches, jerky, bologna, and more. Pioneer Career Technology Center is preparing students for college careers and the jobs of tomorrow. Mechanics Bank, Richland County's only independent community bank. North Central State College, providing individuals with knowledge, skills, and inspiration to succeed in their chosen paths. Scout Construction Services, LLC, with more than a decade of business, you can trust Scout Construction with your roofing and siding needs. Call Scout Construction for more information at 419-989-7240. And finally, Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers, locally owned financial planner that boasts the endorsement of national money expert Dave Ramsey and the team at Ramsey Solutions. We got a couple of numbers for you here in a couple of minutes. Stick around.
Welcome back to the Central Star Home Health halftime show here at Lucas. I'm Keith Kokinda along with Adam Thompson and Desmond Lawrence. Flames have been in firm control of this one. Mansfield Christian leading 28-19 here at the half, although it was only 10-10 in that second quarter. The Cubs playing even, but still trailing by 9. The Flames were up as many as 24-12 in that second quarter. Looking at some of the numbers from that first half, big story for Mansfield Christian, especially in the first quarter, was Adele Kramer with 8 points, all of them in that first quarter. A lot of threes were put up, but only one of them was made, and that was by Emma Brown in the second quarter. She ended up with 5 points. Leading scorer for Lucas, Riley Trumpower, was 6. Also with 5 points is Katie Griffey, who had a 3-point play early in that second quarter. Shiloh Walter has 1 point, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Kenley Brenner and also with 2 points for the Cubs. On the other side for Mansfield Christian, Zy'Eir Davis has been terrific. She had 6 points in that first quarter. Adele Kramer leading the way with 8 all in the first half. Morgan Beasley with 2. Bella Young with 5, 4 of them at the free throw line. She was 4 for 4. To be Mansfield Christian to open the second half with the ball. And they'll return their original starters, Bella Young, Brooklyn Ryder, Zy'Eir Davis, Adele Kramer, and Bailey Nelson. Young, Kramer, and Nelson all playing with 2 fouls. That's Zy'Eir Davis, the number 5, who was terrific at both ends of the floor as we expected, talking about her in our pregame spotlight. Looking down the low post there for Bella Young, but they bring it outside again for Davis. Here goes Kramer, and hell ball. Katie Griffey got a hand in there and got the ball back for the Lucas Cubs in white, Mansfield Christian in red. I mentioned Mansfield Christian won the last 2 games between these two teams here in the Cub Cave. But the Cubs made it a fortress here this season, winning 4 of 5. And that'll be an offensive foul called against Katie Griffey. That's her first. And the first on the Cubs here in quarter number 3, 25 seconds in. And a little more of a 2-1-2 zone look here for the Cubs. Nelson for Davis. Able to get it back to Kramer in the low post. Adele Kramer with 10. Her first field goal since the first quarter. Riley Trumpower, 6 points, goes coast to coast over Nelson. Kramer with the rebound. Ahead for Davis, a really intelligent pass, and Zy'Eir Davis stretches the Flames lead. She now has 8 points. A minute in, it's the biggest lead for Mansfield Christian, up by 13. Griffey is going to hoist the deep 3, won't go. And the rebound grabbed by Brooklyn Ryder. And has it poked away from her. Flames will keep possession. Thanks to Ohio Valley Manufacturing for the sponsorship of our on-screen scoreboard. Davis will slow it down a little bit here. She has sense that the tempo was getting a little bit too ragged there. Davis gets the return pass from Young. Kramer, and her pass stolen by Riley Trumpower. Ahead, looking for Katie Griffey, but getting there first again was Grace Green. And Zy'Eir Davis with her second foul. And it's also the first on the Flames. Cubs also, their original starters are Riley Trumpower, Shiloh Walter, and Zy'Eir Davis quickly called for her third foul here, 2 in the opening minute and a half of this third quarter. Again, Riley Trumpower, Shiloh Walter, 2 and 3. Emma Brown, number 12. Grace Green, 23, and Katie Griffey, 35, the returning starters for the Cubs. And the 3 by Brown is well short, but the offensive rebound grabbed by Walter. Here's Katie Griffey up and under around Adele Kramer, no good, and Kramer comes away with it. Quickly ahead for Bailey Nelson. Nelson backing in on Trumpower, can't finish. And here come the Cubs the other way with Walter coming away with the rebound. Riley Trumpower pulls up, short, gets her own offensive rebound and puts it back to give her 8 points. First basket of the second half for the Cubs, cutting the lead to 11. Bailey Nelson finds Bella Young, goes around a screen. A little bit of that matchup zone out front. Nelson's going to hoist up another 3, left it short, and injured Flames player. Actually, there's a foul committed by Katie Griffey. That'll be her second. And Megan Young, the Mansfield Christian coach, wanting a word with the official about that. Inbounds pass, trying to find Bella Young, who comes away with it from the baseline. Then a foul and timeout, I should say, called by Megan Young. Yeah, our live and free on OH Report is brought to you by Pinhook Meats, custom beef and hog processing located in Lucas, Ohio. Sandwiches, jerky, bologna made daily. Mechanics Bank, Richland County's only independent community bank. North Central State College, providing individuals with the knowledge, skills, and inspiration to succeed in their chosen path. Scout Construction Services, with more than a decade of business. You can trust Scout Construction with your roofing and siding needs. Call Scout Construction for more information at 419-989-7240. We played 2.5 minutes here. Bella Young looking for an inbounds outlet, gets it to Zy'Eir Davis. Low post for Ryder, and Ryder's fouled on the floor. And that foul goes against Shiloh Walter. That's her third foul of this quarter against the Cubs. So Mansfield Christian inbound. They get it to Bella Young across the lane. And it went out of bounds. Are they going to call a foul, though? Indeed, they are. Make sure. Emma Brown called for that foul. That's her third. And the fourth one quickly on the Cubs. We're not even halfway through this third quarter yet. Bella Young gets it to Brooklyn Ryder, the two sophomores. Ryder, bring it way out front here against Shiloh Walter. Here's Bailey Nelson. A little hesitation now. The give and go works for Brooklyn Ryder, who now has 8 points. Terrific assist from Bailey Nelson. And the pass for Katie Griffey, a little too tall. As Kenzie Deck, another freshman for Lucas, will get her first action, wearing the number 4. Olivia Strassel, another freshman, also coming back in for the Cubs in the white. Biggest lead of the game. Flames have led from the start. Like I said, that second quarter was all even at 10-10. Zy'Eir Davis with 8 points. She scored in all 3 quarters. Davis gets the friendly roll off the glass. She now has 10, as does Adele Kramer. Cubs trying to pick up the tempo a little bit here as Riley Trumpower faces a double team. And it's Brooklyn Ryder with the steal. Brooklyn Ryder will go around Katie Griffey and finish. 3 players in double figures for the Flames, who now lead by 17. Trumpower. Kramer got in the way, and they'll call a kicking violation. She put her leg up to block that. Sign her up for the soccer team with that first touch. And Jamie Grover wants a timeout. She senses this game is beginning to get away from the Cubs. Down by 17. And the Cubs have only lost once here at home. And remember, stick around. Our MVP of the game at the end of the game is brought to you by the Pioneer Career and Technology Center. And we got a few candidates here for Mansfield Christian, certainly. Brooklyn Ryder, Zy'Eir Davis, and Adele Kramer, all with 10 points each. And Kramer getting her first basket of the second half after scoring 8 points in the first quarter. And Ryder and Davis have both scored in all 3 quarters in this game. And remember, later on this evening, once this game is over, you can switch over to one of our other YouTube channels for the Battle of the Berg. Our dynamic duo of Brian Skoronsky and Travis Berardi. Nope, they're not there tonight. Okay. I thought I saw the Travis. Attorney Tune-Up. Okay. Brian is at the Attorney Tune-Up. Yeah. I always want to make sure I thank both Brian and Travis for bringing me on board here. So, Attorney Tune-Up coming up later on this afternoon and evening here, live and free on OH Report. It's going on right now, but it'll continue on into the evening. Several games going on. Teams from Columbus and Toledo, among other places. Big Walnut's involved in that one as well. Strassel in the low post. Trumpower gets around a couple defenders, but left it short. Davis got the rebound and drew the foul. And that's going to be on Katie Griffey, and that's her third all in this quarter. And the 5th foul against Lucas. So Zy'Eir Davis will go to the free throw line for the first time today. And she has 10 points. Joint scoring leader along with Brooklyn Ryder and Adele Kramer. Davis just under 49% at the line, 20 for 41 on the season. Gets that one to go to give her 11. Kenley Brenner, the freshman center, returns for Lucas. She had a field goal in the first quarter. Grace Green sitting down for Lucas on that substitution. Flames stretching their lead once again. Davis 1 for 2, but an offensive rebound for Adele Kramer. And it looks like Brenner will be called for that foul, and they'll send Kramer to the free throw line. Olivia Strassel gets called for the foul. That's her first. So Kramer getting a couple of free throw attempts here. Again, she has 10 points. Again, 8 of them coming in the first quarter. And gets a friendly roll there to give her 11, the joint lead with Davis. Kramer's now 10 of 24 at the free throw line. And she, like Davis, gets 1 for 2, and then lane violation call against Mansfield Christian, so it wouldn't have counted anyway. So the Cubs get the ball back down by 19. And some pressure being put on by Kramer and Davis for Mansfield Christian in the red. And Davis comes away with the steal we talked about in that pregame. And Davis now has 13. And she's starting to get her nose out in front for that Pioneer Career Technology Center player of the game as the shot from Strassel is by the mark. Davis, a great pass ahead for Kramer. She's got Brooklyn Ryder with her. Ryder gets the basket and draws the foul. 12 points for Brooklyn Ryder. Shiloh Walter returns. Riley Trumpower sits down. Trumpower called for that foul. She now has 3. And Brooklyn Ryder finishes the 3-point play. Ryder and Davis have outscored the Cubs 13 each, and in a traveling violation gives the ball back to the Flames. We talked about taking care of the basketball in the Central Star Home Health pregame show, and the Cubs have not done that very well here today. Morgan Trumpower returns now, the elder of the Trumpower sisters. Davis going to the hoop, and she got called for the double dribble. Rare mistake from the senior guard. And again, the full court pressure coming from the Mansfield Christian Flames, looking to tune the screws defensively. Good pass from Brown to Strassel, but it got away from her. Excellent vision from Emma Brown on that pass. Davis with 13, 7 of them here in the third quarter. Davis in the low post, Adele Kramer, a little too strong. The putback by Brooklyn Ryder. She now has 15 to lead all scorers, 9 of them here in the third quarter. Strassel trying to fight through. And they called her for the turnover. Katie Griffey returning, 5 points all in the first half. She's playing with 3 fouls. And Jamie Grover also sends Grace Green, the sophomore, back into the game. And Mansfield Christian looking to make it 5 for 5 here in Mid-Buckeye Conference play. Pass down low. Bella Young, a little reverse move, gets her own rebound. Can't finish. She was too far into the basket. Davis got a hand in there to punch it away from Emma Brown. But it'll stay with the Cubs. Trailing by 26 now. And Ryder and Davis, give you a perspective on that. Ryder and Davis for Mansfield Christian have 28 points between them. Emma Brown, sophomore. Again, this is a very young Cubs team. They'll be heard from in the future. No doubt. Has a three-pointer from Shiloh Walter. She now has 4 points. Adele Kramer in the low post from a tight angle. Can't get it to go off the glass, and Katie Griffey comes away with the rebound. To her right is Walter. Walter feeling it, left it short, but she'll track down the rebound. Griffey finding Grace Green down low. The shot was blocked by Morgan Beasley, who's back in. Second attempt. Nice layup by Grace Green, her first field goal of the game. Getting the last 2 minutes of this third quarter. Beasley thought about a three for a minute as Griffey playing well off of her. Now finds Bella Young cutting to the basket, and Young will go to the free throw line. Bella Young with 5 points, 4 for 4 here from the free throw line. Make that 5 for 5. Riley Trumpower, number 2, and Olivia Strassel, number 1, return for Lucas. And Trumpower with 8 points, but she's playing with 3 fouls. And it took a few seconds, but the commentator's curse finally does kick in, but Bella Young with 7 points. Trumpower wisely passes off to Walter out of the corner for 3. It won't go. Strassel lost the rebound to Kramer. Adele Kramer with 11 points. Morgan Beasley out wide for Bella Young. Now it's Davis for 3. Zy'Eir Davis with 16. Strassel gets harassed from behind by Ryder, able to dish out in the corner for Shiloh Walter for 3. Walter now with 7 points, 6 of them here. 2 threes in this third quarter. Adele Kramer got around her defender, but she did so illegally. Bailey Nelson back in. Well-deserved rest for Adele Kramer with 11 points. Nelson averaging almost 9 points a game, but hasn't scored in this game. I know they didn't take out Adele Kramer. She stayed in. Going to the basket, drawing the foul is Grace Green. Third foul on Mansfield Christian. And Zy'Eir Davis hobbling a little bit. And favoring that right leg, so she will come off. Avery Johnson, a senior, will come in for the first time today. But it's 2 free throws for sophomore Grace Green. She now has 3 points, all of them here in the third quarter. Aiden Johnson making only her second appearance of the season for the Flames. She played 3 quarters in the offensive rebound, and it's Katie Griffey who now has 7. Johnson played a couple quarters in that JV game as well, so she's eligible to play both these quarters here in the varsity game. We enter the last half minute. Driving all the way to the hoop is Brooklyn Ryder, but she can't finish. In NFHS and OHA, the rules allow a player to play in 6 periods in a day. And Brooklyn Ryder called for that foul. Her first, and the 4th one on the Flames. They won't. bonus probably won't be a factor here as Riley Trumpower is able to go all the way to the hoop and put it in over Nelson. Trumpower with 10 points to lead the Cubs. Here goes Adele Kramer. Low post pass. It's Brooklyn Ryder with the spinning move, but she can't finish. Trumpower with the rebound. Riley Trumpower with a last chance big heave, a deep three, well shot.
At Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers, we believe successful financial planning comes with your complete understanding as a client. That's why our financial advisors are passionate about our core value of having the heart of a teacher. When you have complete and total understanding of your financial picture and your financial future, you have more confidence as a client.
Welcome back to the Cub Cave here in Lucas, along with Adam Thompson and Desmond Lawrence. I'm Keith Kokinda. You're watching girls high school basketball live and free on OH.REPORT with in the Mid-Buckeye Conference, the Mansfield Christian Flames in red with possession. Leading the Lucas Cubs in white, looking to make it 5 straight wins here in the league are the Flames, and they're well in control of that. Nelson with a nice fake, gets it down low to Brooklyn Ryder, a little too strong. Adele Kramer with the offensive rebound, short on the putback. Second bite of the cherry for the sophomore. And the foul goes against Olivia Strassel. That's her second, and the first one on the Cubs here in quarter number 4. Ryder with 15 points. Gets it inbounds. 3 by Morgan Beasley won't go. And the Cubs come away with, here's Riley Trumpower ahead to the freshman Olivia Strassel. And the foul from behind by Ryder. That'll be her second. But with these young players the Cubs have, Trumpower in particular, the sophomore, you'd have to say that it's only the beginning. What would have been the birthday of Terry Kath, the founder of Chicago. That's the band they named the city after, by the way. Grace Green at the free throw line, she's 1 for 2. And gets the friendly spin off the backboard, off the back rim. Now Adele Kramer will sit down as Bella Young returns. Young with 7 points, 6 at the free throw line, where she's 6 of 7. Or 5 of 6, I should say. Another high arcing shot, and it goes in. And we'll count after the lane violation. Grace Green now with 5 points. Zy'Eir Davis right now looking like the leading candidate for our Pioneer Career and Technology Center MVP. But this time it gets away from her. Here goes Trumpower the other way. Trumpower going against Davis. And the steal by Brooklyn Ryder. Ryder will go coast to coast. Brooklyn Ryder with 17 points to lead all scorers. And Ryder and Davis with 33 points and the Cubs with 35. You know, Ryder's been a big contributor too. Her 11 points a game is second to Zy'Eir Davis. Bailey Nelson is third at almost 9, but she has yet to score today. And here's another steal by Ryder. Ryder going to go coast to coast again. A minute and a half in, and it's a 20 points lead. A three-pointer out of the corner, the freshman Kenley Brenner. 4th 3 of the game for the Cubs, 3 of them coming here in the second half. Walter had 2 of them in the third quarter. Brooklyn Ryder finds Zy'Eir Davis. Davis is swinging around here to Bella Young. Looking down low as Morgan Beasley cut across the baseline, but good defense there by Strassel to get in the way of the passing lane. Now here's Beasley going baseline. Gets it to Bailey Nelson. Had it taken away by Trumpower. But the Flames get it back from Bella Young. And this time they'll call the foul on Kenley Brenner. That'll be her first. Emma Brown returns for the Cubs, who have 2 fouls in this quarter. Bella Young to Zy'Eir Davis. Brooklyn Ryder in the high post. Looks like the Flames are going to try to show a little more patience here, up by 18 in the final frame. Ryder with the spin and offensive foul. She got called for pushing off. The Ryder's there. She palmed the ball, excuse me. Thank you, Adam Thompson, for setting me straight. Trumpower gets to Emma Brown. Brown with 5 points, including the first 3 of the game for the Cubs. All 5 coming in the second quarter. Out of the corner, it's a 3 well long. Young can't put it back. And here comes Davis the other way. Nelson to her left. Nelson behind the pack all alone. Gets her first field goal of the game. Zy'Eir Davis leads the team with 42 assists. She's got a few tonight as well. And the steal again, this is what I talked about in the pregame show, taking care of the basketball for the Cubs, and they couldn't do it. Emma Brown called for the foul. That is her 5th, so she is done for the day. Into Davis. Davis stumbles a little bit, but smartly gets the pass away to Bella Young. Good awareness by the senior. Kramer, who's back in the game. Kramer with 11 points. 3 Flames in double figures. Kramer, Ryder, and Davis. Pass from Nelson to the low post is stolen by Riley Trumpower. Pass ahead, finds Grace Green, and Grace Green able to get the friendly roll. Grace Green now with 7 points. The Cubs will turn the pressure, and they almost had the steal. And Shiloh Walter either tripped or stumbled, one of the two. Jamie Grover certainly felt it was the former. You might have heard her yell. Actually, they are going to call Davis for the foul. And Zy'Eir Davis is done for the day with 16 points. But in spite of that, it's either her or Brooklyn Ryder. We get another look at the replay here. It's coming right at you. You see Grover immediately reacting to that on our Pinhook Meats replay. Ball hits Katie Griffey in the leg, and timeout is called. And our Pioneer Career and Technology Center MVP will be coming up after the game. And as I said, toss-up right now between Brooklyn Ryder and Zy'Eir Davis. And Davis with an outstanding performance today, even though she does foul out here halfway through this 4th quarter. But the Flames up by 17. They led by as many as 21. And the Flames really blew this open in that 3rd quarter, winning it 23-15 after playing an even 2nd quarter. But they took control early on as we look at the schedule for tomorrow, live and free here on OH Report. As we begin the month of February, and of course February means tournament time in high school basketball. And Mansfield Christian looking like they're going to be going into the tournament on a high note. This will be win number 11, barring something very unforeseen. And it'll be their 5th road win in 7 tries. and it'll be the 6th time they've beaten Lucas in the last 7 meetings. And this will make it 3 straight here for the Flames in the Cub Cave. Katie Griffey called for the foul. That's her 4th. And it's the 4th one on the Cubs as well. So they're one more, and the Flames will be in the bonus. And that'll bring the freshman Kenley Brenner back in next opportunity. And off the steal, the held ball gives the ball back to Lucas. Katie Griffey sitting down, calling over and back violation. Here's Grace Green, who has 7 points. The pass batted away by the Flames. Keep the ball with the Cubs in white. Katie Griffey, after a brief sit down, will come back into the game. Into Grace Green. Green outside. Katie Griffey left the 3 short. Great save attempt there by Grace Green, but it went right to Bailey Nelson. And now here goes Brooklyn Ryder. Brooklyn Ryder with 21 points. Riley Trumpower again. She has 10 to lead Lucas scoring. Gets it back from Griffey. A long 3 from Trumpower, not quite on target. And it's Katie Griffey with the second opportunity. She now has 9 points. Cubs pressing again, getting into Ryder. Ryder with 21 points, 15 of them in the second half. Here goes Bella Young, the sophomore, goes to the basket. Got it knocked away from her, and the Flames will keep it as Kenley Brenner, the freshman, will return. And Griffey will sit down as Jamie Grover tries to work the offense-defense combination. Get it into Bailey Nelson. Nelson looking for a screen. Her pass is stolen away by Bailey Trumpower. And Trumpower will take it in. Can't finish, though. Adele Kramer loses the ball, and it's put back in by Shiloh Walters. She now has 9 points as well. Cubs showing a lot of heart and fight. This wasn't going to be a walkover for Mansfield Christian by any stretch, but this kind of a game can help come tournament time for both teams. Bailey Nelson fakes the 3, steps inside and hits the mid-range. Nelson with 4 points, a couple of fourth quarter field goals. Now, Avery Johnson, the senior, will return for the Flames. And it'll be Bella Young, the sophomore, to sit down. As we go into the last 130 seconds of this game. Here goes Olivia Strasser, the freshman, for Katie Griffey. Griffey with a fake to get by Nelson. And a nice feed as she steps inside of Kramer and draws the foul on Kramer after the missed shot by Grace Green. So Griffey will go to the free throw line for the second time. She made her only other free throw back in the second quarter to finish off a 3-point play. So Griffey now with 10 points. It'll stay that way as her and Riley Trumpower are joint leaders. And she steals the ball away and gets the basket and the foul. Bailey Nelson called for the foul there as Griffey got inside of her. Seeing it again there on the Pinhook Meats replay. So 12 points for Griffey to lead, make that 13 to lead the Cubs scorers. And she will come out in favor of Kenley Brenner, the freshman. The Cubs won't be an easy out in the tournament, certainly, as Kramer had it stripped away briefly, but it's grabbed by Brooklyn Ryder, leading scorer with 21 points. Adele Kramer for Bailey Nelson. Down deep in the corner, it's Avery Johnson. Baseline jumper won't go. The putback by Brooklyn Ryder. Inside for Grace Green, but she walked going to the hoop. So again, after we wrap it up here at the end of the game, we'll have the Pioneer Career and Technology Center MVP. In spite of the foul out, I'm looking at Zy'Eir Davis, but we'll make that final decision shortly. Here's Brooklyn, or I should say Bailey Nelson, and got caught there traveling. Katie Griffey returns with 13 points, 6 of them here in this fourth quarter. She's been a lot bigger force here in the second half as Trumpower hits a 3. She has 13. Pressure again, forcing an errant pass, but it's Brooklyn Ryder who gets it and then gets grabbed for the foul. That'll be the 5th on Lucas. So it'll be Brooklyn Ryder going to the free throw line. She made her one free throw attempt in the third quarter to complete a 3-point play. Ryder now with 24. Morgan Trumpower, the elder sister, returns for the Cubs. Well, they fought back, getting this lead down to 13, and it'll stay that way. The trail by as many as 21 did the Cubs. But Lucas showing some pretty good fight back in this fourth quarter, as they did in the second. Now it's Morgan Trumpower out of the corner for a 3. Her first basket of the game. Bailey Nelson gets it ahead. Morgan Beasley couldn't handle the pass, though. She got a little bit distracted there by Shiloh Walter stepping into the passing lane. And then it's Morgan Trumpower called for the foul. It's her second. And this time it will be Morgan Beasley making her first trip to the free throw line today. Beasley, 2 for 4 at the free throw line this season. Make that 3 for 5. Actually, make it 3 for 7. She had 2 missed free throws in the second quarter. She finishes 1 for 4 from the free throw line. Riley Trumpower, pass ahead, finds her older sister Morgan. Back-to-back threes for Morgan Trumpower, and a foul in the backcourt against Olivia Strassel, her third. The Cubs have cut the lead down considerably here. Adele Kramer hasn't scored in this quarter. She has 11 points on the game, 1 for 2 at the line back in the third. She knew immediately she had missed that one. Kramer, Davis, and Ryder all in double figures. Ryder leading the way with 24. She gets the second one to give her 12. So they, nope, take it up. Take it up. Lane violation again. That's a third one we've had today. Katie Griffey fights up a shot, won't go. She took the rebound out of bounds. Bella Young had it and lost it, but Griffey trying to pursue it, couldn't handle it. Saw that there on the on the Pinhook Meats replay. And a quick foul on the inbounds pass will bring Brooklyn Ryder back to the line. Shiloh Walter called for the foul. Well, Brooklyn Ryder 2 for 3 at the line today, 24 points. Oh, it was halfway down. She gets one of the two to give her 25. Riley Trumpower has a couple of threes here in this fourth quarter. I should say a three. It's her sister who has the other two, but that will do it. It was a bit more of a fight at times, but the Mansfield Christian Flames ultimately come away with the win. We will take a break and be back with our Pioneer Career and Technology Center MVP. You're watching girls high school basketball on live and free on OH Report, the future of local sports.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
What are we doing? Blue 41, hut. Jory, I said you have to use your back. You back up into him, then you open up the lane. It's a new technique that we're using.
Yes, coach. Do it again. Ain't no way I'm doing that again.
Berardi, get in here and show them how it's done.
Yes, coach.
Well, I think the first thing I would say to recommend this school is that it's affordable and flexible. And then the program itself, I would say that it has a very diverse, broad spectrum of fieldwork and career opportunities. I think the thing that prepared me the most was having that on-site directed practice, so I could actually be in an agency working with real people. And there's a ever-growing need for social work, especially in our community here.
For over 12 years, you've trusted Scout Construction for quality building and remodeling. Now we're proud to offer expert excavation services to start your project off right. You've seen what we build, now see the way we dig. Experience the Scout Construction difference. Call or email us today for a free quote and let us break ground together.
At Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers, we believe successful financial planning comes with your complete understanding as a client. That's why our financial advisors are passionate about our core value of having the heart of a teacher. When you have complete and total understanding of your financial picture and your financial future, you have more confidence as a client.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story, and those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere on your schedule, and it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
Welcome back to OH Report, live and free high school girls basketball, and it's time for our MVP, the Pioneer Career and Technology Center MVP. And it's senior guard Zy'Eir Davis, 16 points, 10 in the second half. The second and fourth quarters were vastly different from the first and third, where you had a lot of control. What was the difference there?
So I actually took a whole week off, and I've been sick, like
Yes,
105 fever. So when it was just more so like I came out here, I was super nervous because the first time of touching a basketball was yesterday in practice, and like a week ago. So it was just like I was nervous, and then I like finally got comfortable, so I turned it on, and then we went in the locker room, and I came back out. I was nervous again.
You need to be nervous more often. The first and third quarters were a lot better than the second and fourth. You mentioned your week off. It was about 10 days off for the whole team, yet you managed to come out here pretty sharp. What was the key to that?
Just yesterday in practice, we buckled down, and we have a big game tomorrow. We ran plays for most of it, and we just sharpened up the little things.
Now, the little things made a difference for you, even though you fouled out midway through the fourth quarter. Last word is yours, Zy. You get to give a shout-out to anybody you like, especially your younger sister who's having a birthday today.
Yeah, so first, shout-out Gabby, and, of course, shout-out God, because without him, wouldn't be here. My family and everyone that my teammates, my coaches, everyone that just came out and supported today, and anybody that's watching at home, and that's it.
Zy'Eir Davis, our Pioneer Career and Technology Center MVP, as the Mansfield Christian Flames win 66-57 over the Lucas Cubs to stay perfect in league play in their 5th road win this season. That will wrap it up here from Lucas. More high school basketball coming up as the evening and the weekend go on for Desmond Lawrence. And yes,
stick around for the post-game show.
That's right.
I'm an adult learner, so I had to balance my work and my school. And the fact that NC State has online classes, hybrid classes, especially the instructors are very flexible with allowing you time to get all your work in.
Big night, as we said, for Zy'Eir Davis, our Pioneer Career and Technology Center MVP, but also Brooklyn Ryder, who led the way with 25 points for Mansfield Christian. They also had Adele Kramer with 12, Bella Young with 7, 5 of those coming at the free throw line. She went 5 for 6. But Ryder in particular was dominant in that second half. 19 of her points came in the third and fourth quarters. Davis scored 10 points in the third quarter, was held scoreless in the fourth, but she did foul out midway through. On the Cubs side, they were led by Riley Trumpower, the sophomore. She ended up with 13 points. Her older sister Morgan had 6, both of them on three-pointers in the fourth quarter. Katie Griffey, the joint scoring leader, with 13. She had 8 points in that second half, making a big contribution as well, as she normally does. She's the second leading scorer on the team behind Riley Trumpower, who struggled a bit in that throughout the game, but you have to attribute a lot of that to what Zy'Eir Davis was doing defensively, along with Bella Young and Brooklyn Ryder. But in the end, it turned out to be a convincing win, although the Cubs actually did outscore the Flames in that fourth quarter 23-15, reversing the third quarter of 23-15 in favor of Mansfield Christian. But really, they got out to that 9 points lead in the first quarter, and they stayed there and stayed mostly in control throughout the game. So again, more high school basketball coming your way live and free on OH Report all weekend long, today and tomorrow. Schools from all around the state of Ohio taking place in a couple of different tournaments. So on behalf of Brian Skoronsky and Travis Berardi, along with okay, I thought you were giving me the all clear signal. Alongside Desmond Lawrence, along with Adam Thompson, setting these straight as always. I'm Keith Kokinda. Thanks for watching high school basketball live and free on OH Report, the future of local sports.